So when I'm fertilizing, first of all, it's a good idea, if you can, to have a soil test. There, you can have that done every 3 to 4 years to check the nutrients in your soil. And also, warm and cool season grasses have a different fertilizer schedule. You can find this information at your county extension. So in calculating, first of all, I like to calculate the square footage of the area that I'll be fertilizing. And the way that you can do that is just multiply the length times the width, and then subtract out any structures such as buildings and patios. The way that you can do that is you can use a measuring tape to measure it out, or most average strides are about 3 feet, so you can step it off if you like. Then in calculating the fertilizer amounts that you will need, on your fertilizer bag there's 3 different numbers, and the first number represents the actual nitrogen, or the percent of nitrogen in 1 pound of fertilizer. And so you can calculate that by taking that first number and dividing it into 100. So for instance, 25-3-3 mix of fertilizer, 25 goes into 100 4 times, so you would use 4 pounds of actual fertilizer for 1,000 square feet. And so it's recommended that you can apply up to 1 pound of actual nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. So once you have calculated your square footage and also the amount of fertilizer that you would need, you can set your spreader settings. Now on the back of your fertilizer bag there should be a chart that shows some spreaders and the settings that you would need for your application. In the event that your spreader is not on the back of the bag, then you can just set your spreader at a low setting, which would put out a minimal amount of fertilizer, and then use a crossing pattern in your lawn and use the amount of fertilizer that you calculated that you would need for your lawn, and use it until it is completely gone. After you've fertilized, then you want to apply water, and about 1/4 of an inch minimal to water in your fertilizer. And then if you have any extra fertilizer left over, it's a good idea to put it into a plastic container such as a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it to prevent any nitrogen loss.